Great. Okay. So we're thinking about multimedia and all these processes, right? We've looked at the processes in very general terms, but now we're going to focus on how it relates to just all the multimedia you use from day to day. And there's tons of it. That's what I mean by you guys being experts on this, okay? So instead of giving you 2 minutes to brainstorm, I'm just going to get you to tell me right off the bat, because I think you can. List some of the services that provide the facility for online multimedia storing and retrieving. Now, I'll stall for you for a second so you can think, okay? Here's my stalling. This is a new category, okay? Even 5 years ago, when I was teaching this, okay? If I had said that, it'd be kind of like a niche part of the market and nowhere near taken off as much as it has now. Now, it's like normal stuff is online, okay? So, that was me buying time for you. Let's think. What are some of the, this is one. What are some of the services that you've got online for any kind of multimedia? Let's shout them out. YouTube. Thank you. Another one. Say it again. SoundCloud. I'm going to have to write smaller. Okay. Yep, another one. Ooh, okay. I'm going to put, let's see here. Now, I think for now, I'm happy for you to put down Dropbox because you can store multimedia on Dropbox. I'm going to leave it off here for now because I want to think about specifically multimedia storing and retrieving. Okay, and that'll cancel out a whole bunch of other things like, say, Google Docs. You can use it for multimedia, but it's not really intended for that. Okay, let's keep going. YouTube, SoundCloud, another one. Wow, that's it. No way, I don't believe it. Vimeo, thank you. Okay, another one. Someone up the back. Someone up the back. This video is going to be longer than I intended. Okay, let me give you a clue. I'm putting these in categories, and you're missing a category so far. Flickr. Okay, let me do it. No. Wrong process. Wrong process. Not Google Images. Jack. Say it again. Okay, I don't know how to spell that or what it is, so you're going to have to tell me, number 1, where to put it, and number 2, how to spell it. Ah, okay. Where would we put that? I suppose it would be its own kind of multimedia, but I suppose it's most similar to this, I guess. Actually, you know what? No. Let's make a whole new one for it. I'm going to have to... I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'll try this. How do you spell it? M-I-N-O. Okay, thank you. Kevin? Instagram. Excellent. Now, while we're on the note of Instagram, one of the reasons why I thought it's worth putting in this own category, you said this is animation, Jack? Animation. Yeah, okay. Recently, I don't know who's been following the news, Twitter launched a new thing that would come under this category. Does anyone know about it? Anyone know? You can go research it. It's called Vine. You go find it. It's about animations as well. Interesting. It's interesting that a company as big as Twitter thinks there's something worth doing here. Okay? All right. Prezi. Yeah. Where would we put Prezi? Prezi's kind of here. It's kind of a form of animation because it's not really a sound thing, right? But it's also kind of its own thing because it's mainly, what is mainly in Prezi? It's mainly text, isn't it? Yeah, that's exactly right. It's text and animation. So maybe you could put it somewhere like in here, but sort of straddling these two. All right, give me another one. Come on, give me another one.
Does Pinterest count?
Pinterest? Yeah, I think it does count. Where does it go? Yeah, it's up here. This is looking a bit lonely. Are there really only 2 here? Dailymotion. What else? How about Metacafe? That's probably enough. Yeah, Kevin.
UQ, Chinese.
Yes, thank you. How do we spell that? Is it?
Y-O-U-K-U.
Yeah, thank you. And I suppose really, we could put Chinese versions of everything on here, right? Yeah. Okay. Wait, which one's Which one's Baidu? Is that Facebook?
That's like good.
Oh, okay, sure. Obviously not in the loop on these things. Can't remember. Are there any other audio ones we should have here? SoundCloud, that's it? That's not too bad, I think. Yeah, are we missing any? Ricky? MP3, how do you spell? U-L... just... Okay, yeah. Okay, alright. I've run out of space, but you should include a few more. Kevin, did you want to add one? Say it again? Okay, good. Okay. So, I think that's a good set. So, just in case you missed it, right? Video, audio, images, animation, sort of texty sort of animation, okay? I suppose if you wanted to go for text, it's like the entire internet, okay? So I guess that's why we don't have a specific one in there. Actually, I take that back. Probably most of you wouldn't be that familiar, but there's a site called GitHub, which is really kind of a YouTube or a Flickr for mainly its code, right? And code is text, essentially, okay? But the reason why it's not just like any regular website there is it's specifically about sharing and discovery. Okay, so I'll include that. Alright, there's a good list, okay? Now this bit's a little trickier, we need to think about this. Account for the massive success of such services. These services are billion-dollar services, aren't they? Billion-dollar industries, right? I mean, and you guys know, Facebook bought these guys for a cool, how much? $1 billion. Now, you might think, okay, really $1 billion is actually a drop in the ocean for Facebook's entire revenue, okay? But when you think about this, who's on Instagram? Who does Instagram? A few of you? Okay, no, that's fine. I just want to know who would know. Instagram doesn't really have what's called a good economic model. In fact, it has no economic model. So, how does Instagram make money off its users? It doesn't show them ads. It doesn't take ownership, at least not intellectual copyright ownership, of its users' images. Well, now, before it was acquired by Facebook, it didn't really charge anyone. The app is free. Where does its money come from? Now, I'll pose this to you. I'll let you have a think about it. What is this worth? On what grounds could you justify? Like, you just picture Mark Zuckerberg turning up to the board or whatever, everyone in suits and he's got his hoodie on, and he's like, hey guys, I just want to let you know some news. I've just done that, okay? And all of the suits look at him and they're like, for real? Okay? What's he going to say? How's he going to justify and say, yeah, this is a great idea, okay, and here's one. You think about it.